I Medusa was actually a pretty disappointing read, which I am really bummed about because I had high hopes. I am a huge lover of a Greek myth retelling, so I was really excited for this one, but something about it just felt like a really average read, and I think it was because of the pacing and the plot didn't really feel like you got the full depth of what was going on. Like, I felt like I was kind of an outsider reading this book, and there was a lot more going on that I didn't know about, that I wasn't privy to. And I really wish we would have gotten more backstory for the sisters and the things that were going on with Medusa's family and all of those things. But we didn't. And so this book covers a lot of really heavy and dark topics such as racism and rape and women's rights. And yet the entire book doesn't feel that deep. It feels like these really traumatic and bad things happen, but there's not really the payoff or the emotional toll for what happens because of the pacing. And it feels like everybody just moves on really fast from these really bad things that happen. And so I really struggled with that. And I will say this book was entertaining. It was a really, really good Medusa Greek telling of what happens in the myth. And I know the author took some liberties and changed some things and added some things to Medusa's story because honestly, there's not a lot about her, which is also a tragedy in and of itself. And this definitely follows one version of the story. If you didn't know, there's two versions of the Medusa story. And this one leans into the darker, more sad one, even though both of them are very dark and sad. Medusa is one of my favorite Greek characters. And so I was really excited for this. But overall, it was a 3-star, very average read. I would still recommend it for a good Greek retelling, but the payoff of it just wasn't enough to make it stand out as much as I would have wanted to. So I Medusa was a 3-star read.